Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas. It is a great day to call the Hogs. Then again, around here, they don't think there's any other kind of day. Particularly special when it's the opener of a new season for the Arkansas Razorbacks. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Line gets set, first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Scanning the field, it's Green. He makes the catch. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do, to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot, and they executed that play beautifully.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical. The way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that one today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got the linebackers lapsed. Man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Grimman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Green. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Getting some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch around the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts.
The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Dropping back, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC.
Throws toward the end zone. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Man, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Montgomery. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Oh, they really could have used... Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Finds him out of the backfield. At the 45, on his way. Nothing but green ahead. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter.
Arkansas 14, Ohio State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll leave it with him. Headed to the end zone. He's got 50 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the Razorbacks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Green. He's got the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Running for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He's got 69 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Buckeyes are on the move. To the ground with the back.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. That gamble did not...
At the 12.
As they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Now on second down. Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's Green. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got his man to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
He lost one down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to throw on third down. Quickly complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Pulls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you've got to find him in the passing game.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's taking the shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half. And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. The quarterback did a perfect job holding onto the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back. And, man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
Give to the running back. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and you failed on first and second, but on third down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 16 over New Mexico State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Razorbacks get enough for the first down.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Caught over the middle. It's Haas. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Back to throw, it's Green. Coming after it. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The give from the gun. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. Final minute now of the third quarter. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking for space. It's Montgomery. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his.
Touchdown, Ohio State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Back to throw, it's Green. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Man, what a blow for this offense. You got the football in the fourth quarter, a chance to go take the lead. Now you turn it over. Your defense is going to have to go out there and step up for you.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge...
Gain
on that play.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes, yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Dropping back, it's Green. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got it behind the line. It's Hill. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The jet sweep pass. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Open space at the 25. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
Wants to throw on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Thurman. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating a loss on first down.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, let's win that bet. Good coverage.
On third down, going up top. Still looking on the move. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to...
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Looking downfield, it's Green. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the catch. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.